Hi again, everybody. Bill Phillips here on a Monday, and it is a big Monday. Why is it a big Monday? It's the first Monday of the new year, and I didn't know this until today. It is National Thank God It's Monday Day. And I know a lot of people out there going, really? Thank God it's Monday? What's there to be thankful for? Monday's a rough day. Well, here you go. Celebrate the first Monday of the new year with vigor and energy. You get to start a lot of new things on Monday. And I didn't think about this, but it's the 7th of your life. Because, well, there's 7 other days. So the Monday is one of those days. You can't take it for granted. You can't take it for granted. Mondays. My mom's a big Monday person. Big Monday person. You know, anytime, well, you know what? You know, she's never needed to be on a diet or watch her weight or anything like that. But, Billy, I had a bad weekend, had too much to eat. Monday. I'll start Monday. You know, some people start workout programs on Monday. Some people, you know, get their first job for the first time on a Monday. So Monday, big day. And the great thing is you're still here for a Monday. That's the biggest one of them all. You know, you get an opportunity to celebrate. So Monday is a big day, and today is National Monday Day. Thank God it's Monday. So there you go with that one. So enjoy that. Had no idea we had a thing, and it's the first Monday of the new year every year. So I didn't know. Had no idea. One thing I do know that I want to thank Valley Converting for all their support of the 9-Minute Phill-Up. And right now, let's hear from Valley Converting.
Every piece of paper has a story. What if that story didn't end when you were done with it?
At Valley Converting, we turn your old paper products into recycled paperboard, continuing the story.
Locally owned and operated in Toronto, Ohio, bringing your paper to Valley Converting isn't just about recycling.
It's about supporting a cleaner, greener future for all of us.
We are here 5 days a week to help you make some green by going green.
And remember,
recycle for your future.
Again, I want to thank Mike Biasi and his crew up at Valley Converting in Toronto, Ohio, the Gem City, for recycling paper products. If you have paper products that you need recycled, you're sitting there thinking, well, I've got these tax records. I'm really not supposed to let them go, but I can because it's over 7 years old. You know, the traditional thing. Well, you take them up to Valley Converting. They'll put them in the beater, turn them into pulp. No one will ever know. They're just going to be all gone. So head up to Valley Converting. Give them a call. They'll take care of you, and they do a great job. All right, a couple comments. Hello, MJ and Ron. It's not fit for man or beast out there. Yeah, it's a cold one. It's a rough one. I came in early today. I wasn't sure how much snow we were going to get, when it was going to hit. Jeff said it would start snowing around 2 o'clock this morning when I talked to him yesterday, and it did. You know, in my area, it was a little light snow, but you know, some areas got a substantial amount of snow. A lot of schools in the Ohio Valley called it a day before it even got to Monday. So there's a Monday to celebrate. If you're a school student, you celebrate that snowbird flew. Snowbird was out and about. You know, our snowbird winter mascot that cancels schools, brings you all the school cancellations, I should say. So Snowbird was out and about today canceling schools. Now, we've got other days to talk about. We'll get to the National Football League playoffs in just a little bit. I know Ron's probably got a comment or two on that. Rhonda checking in. Hello there. Hello, Rhonda. How are you? Hopefully all is well with you today. And here's the other national days. I wasn't too excited about these two. I don't know. Maybe if you like them, okay. National Technology Day, you know, seems like it's every day there's some new technology to celebrate, or, you know, you just go, wow, I can't believe we're able to do that now. National Shortbread Day, Scottish treat, only has 3 ingredients. I think it was flour, sugar, and can't remember the other one. But, you know, I don't think I've had a lot of shortbread in my life. So the other days I was interested in National Cuddle Up Day and National Bean Day. And as soon as I saw National Bean Day after the Monday day, I immediately thought of what my dad used to say all the time when we would have beans as kids. Beans, a magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. So let's eat beans at every meal. Stuck in here. Can't get rid of that song. But beans, a lot of good stuff. Significant source of protein, excellent source of fiber, low fat, high complex carbohydrates, iron, soluble fiber, 9 to 13 grams in a serving of beans. Help lowers blood cholesterol. I didn't know this one. How about this? Legumes, as people like to call them. It's the official scientific word for beans. Legumes. I don't know if they actually say it like that. Yeah, they might just say legumes. Legumes. I like saying legumes. I don't, just having some fun with it. There are 40,000 varieties of legumes, beans, whatever you want to call them. 40,000 varieties. It's pretty impressive. So, National Bean Day. So enjoy that. If you're maybe making burgers tonight. Maybe you're making whatever. Do some beans on the side. Nothing. All right. National Cuddle Up Day. We heard about all the different benefits from National Bean Day. But how about some oxytocin, a little release for you on National Cuddle Up Day. And basically is exactly what it sounds like. You want to cuddle up. On a cold day like today, keeps you warm. And how about this? Because the oxytocin is released into your system, reduces heat, reduces heart disease, lowers blood pressure, stress, and anxiety. So give someone a hug. Cuddle up. Ralph, who checks in every once in a while, he mentioned that one time when he was on the 9-Minute Phill-Up. He talked about the benefits of hugs. He said, 12 hugs a day is what you should try and strive for. It's good for you. So National Cuddle Up Day, it's good for you. And it's on a Monday. How about that? Everybody out there's putting Monday down. It's on a Monday, National Cuddle Up Day. All right. So let's get into it. The National Football League playoffs, they are set now. Final day of the regular season was yesterday. Steelers played on Saturday. The Browns played on Saturday. They both looked not good. Not good. The Ravens took the Browns apart. The Steelers did their best to try and make a comeback, but they just they let Cincinnati come in. Cincinnati needed a win, and they needed some help on Sunday to get into the postseason. They didn't get that help. Denver won their game, so they get the 7th seed. Cincinnati out. Joe Burrow, we said it right after the game. It's our fault. We dug ourselves a hole. They couldn't get out of it. But, wow, I'll tell you what, a lot of teams are very fortunate they're not playing Cincinnati in the postseason because Cincinnati actually looked pretty good. But then again, I don't know how good – I don't think their defense is very good. The Steelers made them look good. And maybe this is just me. Are the Steelers boring? I mean, I know you don't get style points. I know, and I've never been about style points. You win, you win. You find a way to win. Bill Cowher, Mike Tomlin, every National Football League coach, player tells you all the time, there's no pretty victories. You just need to win. You just need to find a way to win. And the Steelers have done a lot of that. But down the stretch, they lose their final 4 games. And frankly, they didn't look really good doing it. So, Rhonda checking in on my question, are the Steelers a little bit boring? Yes. And I was watching the game. I don't think I put everybody's hellos up there. I apologize. MJ, hello. Ron, it's not fit for man or beast out there. Rhonda, hello there. And then Rhonda answered the question, the Steelers boring to watch. They were. Saturday night, they were boring. Ron, checking it, painful to watch because you think the expectations are there that they're going to be able to do something. I mean, they have a couple good running backs. Russell Wilson showed this year that he's actually still got some gas left in the tank. Pickens couldn't catch a cold on Saturday night. The defense, I thought the defense actually played pretty well, kept the Steelers in the game Saturday, but it's just, I don't know. It was just, it was, like Ron said, it was a little painful. And I just thought at times I actually watched the game. I said, are the Steelers boring to watch? The Browns are a mess. So, if you're talking about the local AFC North Division teams in Cincinnati, they might be the most exciting team to watch, but they were so bad at the beginning of the season, they couldn't stop anybody. So they dug themselves this huge hole. And everyone, they're red hot and they won all the games at the end. Well, yeah, they did. They had to. But they're out. So as good as Joe Burrow is, as good as Chase is, as good as that offense can be, and as much fun as it could be to watch, they're out. They're sitting on the sideline. Finished with a winning record, big comeback. Joe Burrow put up unbelievable numbers. But they're out. So then you have Baltimore. So now the Steelers, they lose to Cincinnati on Saturday. They needed some help to avoid the Ravens in the first game. Maybe this is the thing they need. Maybe this is what they need. They need to play the Ravens. Because I will say this, having covered the Steelers up close and personal for 15 years, you're in that locker room. It's a different week every week with the Ravens. There's a different motivation. It's a rivalry. Maybe that's what they need. Or maybe they're going to go get their lunch handed to them like they did the last game in Baltimore. Right now, I would bet more on they're going to get their lunch handed to them in Baltimore. Don't expect them to win in Baltimore. Many people won't see it on Amazon Prime. That's true. That's true. Unless you're in Pittsburgh. I don't know if one of the stations picked it up, but you have to be in Pittsburgh for that. So Amazon Prime, unless you have an account, you're not going to be able to see it. Now, the one great thing about having a college student in my house is that she has Amazon Prime. They made some sort of offer or something when she first started school. Basically, she gets it for nothing. She has an Amazon account. She's a college student, so she gets it for nothing. So we have Amazon Prime. So basically, Ron, you want to come over to the house or anybody, you just stop by. I'll probably be in the garage watching the TV. But I don't know if I really want to. I mean, it's the NFL playoffs. I want to watch the NFL playoffs, but wow. I mean, 2 weeks in a row in prime time. Steelers at 8:00, national audience. I don't know. Cam Hayward played. A lot of good performances. There was guys that played, but man, that offense is rough. And I try and stay as positive as I can. I really do. I'm pretty much positive. You look at teams and you try and stay positive. The Cleveland Browns, I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. I try and stay positive with them. But man, they just can't seem to get things going. And then Brian checks in and he says, I'm bringing some positivity on this Monday. I'm bringing the Buckeyes. The Buckeyes look great. They look fantastic. They look like the hottest team in college football right now. A lot of people believe maybe the only team that can beat the Buckeyes is the Buckeyes, because if they come out and play like they did against Oregon, against Texas, against Penn State, against Notre Dame, I don't see one of those teams being able to keep up offensively, especially not Penn State and Notre Dame. Notre Dame's built for a ground game. Buckeyes are going to know that. They pass the ball a little bit, but they're gonna have to keep it close if you want to beat the Buckeyes. And if they get off to a hot start with touchdown passes, that could be tough. Maybe Chip Kelly was decided to. Someone said this to me. Maybe he was hiding what they wanted to do in the playoffs against everybody when they played Michigan. Didn't want to show what their hand. Well, here's the deal: Buckeyes never want to lose to Michigan in anything, so I don't believe that. So it's one of those deals. But here, let's get back to the NFL. Brian, we're going to talk college football a lot more throughout the week as we get ready for the college football playoffs to continue at the end of the week. Again, a Thursday game at 7:30. But I'm working early in the morning. A lot of people working early in the morning. Come on, put it on a Saturday. Put Friday, Saturday. How about Friday, Saturday? I get you have the National Football League playoffs on Saturday, but it's you're doing the playoffs Thursday, really? Come on. Why am I all upset on Monday? It's National Monday Day. It's not. Thank God it's Monday. Well, thank God I can complain a little bit on Monday about the college football playoffs and when they're being played, because I would love to have them on Friday and Saturday. That way, if you put them in prime time, you can start them at 9:00 if you want. I'll stay up and watch them. I'll tell you what, that Thursday game, Penn State, Notre Dame at 7:30. And college football games take forever, man. I mean, and then there's Ohio State just waiting for everybody. Brian, what do you think happens in that Ohio State Texas? I want a prediction. Ron, prediction. Rhonda, prediction. MJ, any predictions for the Buckeyes? So, anyways, National Football League playoffs, 2 number 1 seeds. Detroit in the NFC, Kansas City in the AFC. So Detroit wins that showdown with Minnesota last night. to get the number 1 seed. Finished 15-2, and they beat up on the Vikings. So here we go. This is how they start. We'll go through the whole thing. Saturday, 4:30. Houston, the number 4 seed, will host the Chargers of Los Angeles. The Chargers are 3-point favorite, though. Houston hasn't looked good. They won yesterday, but they haven't looked good in recent games. Chargers have looked pretty good. 4-5 game there. Then at 8 o'clock, prime time, Baltimore, the number 3 seed, hosting the Steelers, the number 6 seed. Baltimore, 9.5-point favorites. Almost a double-digit favorite against the Steelers. That's a rare thing when that spread's that big in that game. All right, then Sunday at 1, Denver, the 7 seed, travels to Buffalo to take on the Bills. That is a 9-point spread in favor of Buffalo. But Denver is in. Sean Payton goes out to Denver. He made some waves. Got rid of Russell Wilson. Talked about the former coach before him, saying that it was just a disaster what they had put together, and he would have to correct it all. And everyone thought, oh, maybe this guy can't get, is he really going to be able to get it done? He got it done. Bo Nix, rookie quarterback in the playoffs. Then Sunday at 4:30, Philadelphia and Green Bay. That should be a pretty good game. Philly favored by 5.5 points. Philly, the number 2 seed. Green Bay, the number 7 seed. Then Sunday night at 8, very interested to see Daniels play for Washington, the rookie quarterback. Tampa Bay favored by 3.5. Baker Mayfield, your starting quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, in the playoffs again. I believe the last playoff win for the Cleveland Browns, Baker Mayfield started. Everybody was tired of Baker. But now he's in Tampa. He's went. Maybe just change the scene. And maybe that's what has to happen in Pittsburgh. Maybe some people have to have a change of scene. You fill in the blank with who you think that is. So that's 8 o'clock. Tampa Bay 3 seed, Washington the 6 seed. Tampa Bay favored by 3.5. Then on Monday night, the Rams and Minnesota. Minnesota travels to Los Angeles. Minnesota 2.5-point favorite on the road in Los Angeles against the Rams. So that is the first playoff weekend. Ron checking in. Everything is bigger in Texas. This will be the biggest upset in the playoffs. Now, we have to make sure, and Brian knows this, but Ron, big Michigan fan. So there might be a little something there, Ron. You know what I'm saying? But Ron could be right. No, Brian. Okay. Brian says, no. So it'll be interesting. Hopefully they're 2 really good games. That's the biggest thing. I want to see some really good football. And, so far the college football playoffs, there's been spots. There's been some big plays, some great plays. But in terms of overall games, I don't think there's been that nail-biter, super exciting game all the way through. I mean, Ohio State has looked like a world beater. They came out and made huge plays right away against Tennessee, and then against Oregon, they have looked absolutely sensational. Rada not believing that either. Not believing it. Not going with it. And then Notre Dame against Indiana. Notre Dame, 98-yard touchdown run, some big plays there. Then the Georgia game, they made some big plays, but the biggest play was the one that was disallowed because the walk-on ran into or got in the way of the official, and it really set Georgia back. Don't know if it would have made a difference who wins that game, but I'd like to see that. Let's see. Some guy set up the point spread for Michigan game. Oh man, Michigan. What do you think, Ron? What happens next year in the Michigan game? All right, Brian checking back in. If the same team show up that played Oregon, nobody can beat them but themselves. I agree with that. They look sensational in that game. They really did. Penn State, I want to say this. I've said it before. The SMU game, if the SMU quarterback plays decent football in the first half, doesn't turn it over on every possession, he makes that first down on the first drive, or they complete that pass down at the goal line and the tight end gets in for a touchdown. He would have had the first down. They go in, they score. It's 7-0 SMU. Then all of a sudden they go down. If everything stayed the same, you can't really rely on that. But then Penn State fumbles the ball. SMU they throw an interception, give it back. I mean, it could have very easily been 14-0 in that game, but it wasn't. He didn't play well, and that's the biggest thing if your quarterback doesn't play well. But SMU had them a little nervous. Easy money with our $10 million quarterback. Jeremiah Smith, a freak at wide receiver, absolutely. Only a freshman. He's been absolutely sensational. He's been everything that was advertised and more. You know, they said this guy's going to come in, he's going to light it up. So, you know, we were going to talk about college football tomorrow, but we've started. Big Ten national championship game. Oh, all right, already calling it. There you go. I like it, MJ. And, well, I'll tell you what, if that's the national championship game, then Ohio State should cruise the rest of the way. Still got to get past Texas. Still got to get some work done. But that is the college football playoffs coming up. Notre Dame, Penn State, Thursday, and then I believe Ohio State and Texas, I believe that's Friday. And then the National Football League playoffs, they get rolling on Saturday. Steelers, locally, taking on the number 3 seed Baltimore. Arch rivals. Baltimore, 9.5-point favorite. Baltimore's looked really good lately. Steelers have not. Be interesting. Are the Steelers going to end the season 5 straight losses? 5 straight losses. That's hard to do. I mean, as hard as it is to win games in the National Football League, it's hard to lose. It's hard to go on a 5-game winning or losing streak in the National Football League. Probably easier to go on the losing streak. But for the Steelers, and you're a playoff team, so at one point you were what? You've lost 5 in a row. You're 10-7. No. They lost 4 in a row to end the season. So they're 10-6. No, 10-7. Yeah, 10-7. So, but they lost 4, so they were 10-3 at one point. But what will happen this weekend? Will this be the game? I really don't be surprised if the Steelers are in this game and win this game against Baltimore, because it is their arch rival. But man, they got to find something in that locker room where everybody seems to be on the same page, pulling the rope in the same direction, because right now it just doesn't feel that way when you watch the games. It really doesn't. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. It'll be interesting. Let's see. Not for them. All right, Rhonda. How confident is Jordan on Penn State? She is not super confident on Penn State. One of her comments, and I think she might have mentioned it last week, and she basically said she was, she grew up in a Penn State house, kind of a house divided, Penn State and Pitt. I think her dad's a big Penn State fan, so she watches Penn State games with him. So, that's a big deal for them. But she said she has a feeling that Notre Dame may be the team that beats Penn State. So she's not super confident. She's pulling for Nittany Lions, but she's not super confident they're going to be able to beat Notre Dame. I don't know if anyone has Peacock. Marcus Freeman, I think he's outstanding. And I think if you want, you see these documentaries, you see Hard Knocks, all that type of stuff. If you go on Peacock, which is on Comcast or Xfinity, whatever it is, the NBC station shows you all the games and all that stuff. They have Here Come the Irish. It's my son's a big Notre Dame fan, and he said, "Hey, Dad, you got to watch this. Here Comes the Irish." Totally. I mean, I liked Marcus Freeman as a coach. It just seemed like he always had. You watch this, and it's like, man, this guy doesn't miss a thing. He doesn't miss a thing. Went to visit Lou Holtz. What's he do? Lou Holtz has talked to him. He doesn't just listen to Lou Holtz. He grabs his phone and takes it out and takes notes on things that Lou Holtz is talking about. And Lou won everywhere. National championship, last one at Notre Dame. He knows what those shoes feel like. Jim Tressel, when he was his head coach at Ohio State, had him in to Notre Dame. And now Tressel's supporting his guy. I never thought I would see Jim Tressel in Notre Dame gear. It's the truth. But he talks about, with reverence, talks about Coach Tressel. And just the way he goes about his business, it's pretty impressive. They're half-hour episodes, and it's just really interesting to see the behind the scenes and how he goes about his business as a head coach. He is really, really good, really impressive. Like I said, doesn't miss a trick. So We'll see if Notre Dame can beat Penn State. That might be the game of the week. Could be a close one. You got to figure if you like defensive football, that may be the one to tune into. Texas and Ohio State, that could be a high-scoring game. We'll have to wait and see. But right now, we have to go, and we are going to check out for today. And remember, it's National Thank God It's Monday Day. So if you have something to get started, if you just want to kick up your feet, say, hey, it's National Thank God It's Monday Day. I'm going to enjoy it, whatever I do. Again, remember the 2 rules, everybody. 2 rules. Have fun and always try your best. Can't thank you enough for joining us. Everybody, thank you for your comments and joining us. And obviously can't thank Valley Converting enough as well. So thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Stay safe out there, especially if you're dealing with the snow and cold. Stay safe. Make sure everything's good. And, check in on your friends and neighbors to make sure that they are safe as well. Till next time, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Have a great day, everybody. Hold on. Let's go back. Before we go, MJ. All right. We'll see you. All right. Now we can go. All right.